Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, this is disappointing. The new Voltron film is apparently going to streaming. It's not going to be in theatrical. Sorry, Voltron. Yeah, this is very disappointing. I mean, I don't know if they ever actually specifically stated it was going to be a theatrical film. We just assumed, because how can you not have a giant lion on a big screen? It doesn't make any sense. You need to see that thing up on the big screen to appreciate it. But no, apparently it's just going straight to streaming on Amazon. And just like the Roadhouse sequel, there's a lot of controversy around it. The director there kicked up quite a stink. In this case, it's the fans. I mean, I don't understand why they're not releasing it properly. Because this is how it works. You put a film in the cinema, it makes money. Maybe it doesn't make enough money to pay back the, the budget, but it makes money. And it gets an awareness, it gets a cachet, it gets some class, because it's a theatrical film. It was, screened theatrically. Then when it goes to streaming, people want to see it because, oh, that was in the cinema. Oh, I meant to see that. I missed that. I was waiting to see that on streaming because I couldn't go to the cinema or whatever. The cinema's too expensive now, whatever. It makes people want to watch it on streaming. And then, people want a, copy of it. So they buy the Blu-ray and the DVD, and then eventually goes on to, TV. And there was a whole journey that a film went on, and it made money at each part as well as the merchandising as well. And that's how films make money, not just through the theatrical release. Like, it's good when they do, but, so just limiting it from going straight from being produced to straight to streaming and skipping all the rest, it just disappears in the noise, because there are a lot of films that are bought or made very cheaply just for content on streaming, and this just goes in with the rest of them. It's like, why spend like $100-300 million on a film that is just going to be sitting next to some little independent film or some really cheap, direct to streaming film that, they're just going to flick, go to the next one. And it doesn't matter how much it costs. It has no cachet. It has no reputation, no name. It's just, oh, what's this? Oh, Voltron. No. That's what they reduce it to. And it's just really sad because it looked good. It had a cast of recognisable actors. Now, apparently, it was going to be a reimagining, though, and there were going to be a new group of pilots. So that was a concern, because it looks like, they just want to save money. They don't want to use the characters already created and their likenesses or anything like that. So they just create a new story, and that's usually what they do with IP. They buy the name, the brand, and they just do their version of it and just think that people are going to eat it up just because it's got the brand on it. Like, we're just, idiots that just will eat content, just buy content, So that was an issue, but it doesn't mean they couldn't have done a good job of it. But yeah, there's no release date. It was just finished shooting here in Australia. It started shooting, I think, in December of last year, and it's been shooting until now. Henry Cavill was here, gracing, our shores with his presence. Not that I got to meet him or anything. There's been some interesting fan art, but no official pictures. And yeah, it's going straight to streaming on Amazon. And yeah, it's just really sad. Now, who was in it? Trying to find the cast. Okay, so Henry Cavill, of course, was playing one of the pilots. Rita Ora may have been playing Hagar the Witch. Sterling K. Brown, Alba Batista, Daniel Quinn Toy, Samuel Kao, John Kim Tharan, I think I said that wrong, Laura Gordon, Tim Griffin, and then there was an Italian actor called Roberto Zenzia who was going to be playing the Galaran Emperor, which means he may not actually be playing Zarkon. There may be no Zarkon because if we imagined it. I didn't even think about that. I just assumed Zarkon would be there. And yeah, Matthew Scully was also listed as a Galaran officer. So yeah, it's just sad. I mean, it should be on the big screen. And they just don't get that you make more money off a streaming movie if it's already been in the theatre. They seem to think it's competition and people won't watch it if it was in the cinema. It doesn't work that way. And it's just so frustrating that we have these competing companies trying to cut each other out of the chain. Like, we've all got like just $1 to spend or something. It's just bizarre. Like, you have like the streaming people don't want something to go to theatrical. Theatrical people don't want things to go to streaming. And just, yeah, they're just hurting each other. And the whole system is a mess at the moment. It used to work with each other. And like I said, a movie would go through a whole journey and it would make money at each point. and now it's just a mess with people fighting over, who gets it, and then, no one cares about it, and it doesn't make any money anyway. It's just a mess. So this is disappointing, and it doesn't mean the movie can't be bad, can't be good. Doesn't mean it won't do well, but it's not going to make money on Netflix. So how do they justify a sequel? I mean, it's just a mess, and it's just disappointing. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I mean, I wasn't going to be going to the cinema anyway because, I died and I'm talking to you from the afterlife at the moment anyway. But it would have been nice to have seen it on a big screen in the living years, maybe in the living land of living, maybe even on IMAX could have been interesting. But alas, no, not for anyone.